Here I am, and there you are. Your eyes are calling me to your heart. All you got to do is knock. I'll let you in, and we will feel the passion that flows within. I don't mean to be bold, but I got to let you know I got a thing for you, and I can't let go. Aaliyah. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us today. Today
I'm
we
Karen.
are going.
Who are you?
I'm Keisha. Yeah. Today we're going to be doing an episode about age ain't nothing but a number.
Age ain't nothing but a number.
Getting down ain't nothing but a thing. Ay. All right. So before we get started, you guys, this episode has been hilarious from the beginning because we done started 3 times already. But anyway, before we get started, we have some cookies. So with some treats that I made today specifically for Karen. They are strawberry cookies with white chocolate chips inside with a white chocolate drizzle and a caramel crunch. I'm sorry, a cookie crunch on top. You can see the cookie that I already started eating already because it's so good. Mm-hmm.
We can't stop eating the cookies, actually.
Yes. So remember that you can go on our Patreon to subscribe to see anything that we have posted. You can actually do the Patreon memberships where you can get extra episodes a month, or you can get recipes, or you can do both. So just go and subscribe, go see what we have going on. Check us out on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And if you do not want to wait to get the recipe, you can also go on Unicakes. So that's UNIKAKES.com, and you can order some cookies. I do ship. I ship. So we have like strawberry cookies, s'mores, chocolate chip, cinnamon roll cookies, Cookie Monster, banana pudding, strawberry cheesecake, strawberry Pop-Tart. What else I said that we have? Biscoff.
Red velvet
with white chocolate chip. That's anything that's red velvet is Karen's favorite. So I try to do as much red velvet as I can because you my girl. So yeah. Without further ado, let's get into it. So Karen, you have some celebrities you want to tell us about that has like this age gap thing, cougars, and what do you call a man that dates younger?
I don't know.
This is a man. I guess. Okay. That's crazy. So we give women a name, but men is kind of like, yeah.
Welcome to our unbalanced sexist society.
That's kind of effed up.
No, it is. It definitely is.
Yeah.
So yeah, they do have a lot of celebrity couples and obviously other couples that exist in the world, but a lot of celebrity couples right now that I feel like have, I guess, gotten some popularity or some buzz, or just like people know they have big age gaps. So I'm going to name off a few. Alec Baldwin and his wife, Hilaria. I hope I'm saying that right.
If not, oh well.
Alec is 65 and Hilaria is 39.
What? That's like grandfather. No, that's like daughter, daddy age. Like that's crazy.
I don't even know. Yeah.
That's crazy. I will date older, but that's yikes. Next.
How many years is that?
That's like 30 something years.
65 to 39.
That's 34.
24?
No, that's 34. Am I mathing? 60 and 30 and 30 is 60, right?
39 plus 20.
Girl, we can't be this slow.
39 plus 20.
What you plussing
26,
from?
huh?
How old is she? How old is he?
He's 65.
Okay, how old is she?
39.
Oh, that's 26. My bad.
26. I said 24.
Okay.
Yeah, same difference. So yeah. Priyanka Chopra. I hope I'm saying her name right. and Nick Jonas. So she is 41. Shout out to you, girl. And Nick is 31.
Oh, I didn't know that
She's
was a big
10 years older
okay, I'm here for it. Get you some young girl.
Get you. And they just recently had a baby, I believe.
I do know that they just had a baby, yeah.
So yeah, shout out to her. Leonardo DiCaprio and Victoria Coretti.
Leonardo does not date anyone over the age of 25.
Baby. Victoria's 25, so she might be on
at the cutting age. Bitch, you don't have a birthday because it's it for you. Curtains.
And he's 49. So 49 and 25.
That's not that bad, I feel like.
That's the same.
I mean, it's 25. Okay, yeah.
Is Alec Baldwin.
You know what?
That 65 just got you
It
shook.
hit me harder, right? That 65 does hit harder. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, continue.
Because your retirement age.
That is.
The benefits then kicked in.
The girl, look.
You get your check, baby.
Do they? How does that work? I mean, I feel like they didn't invested all their money at this point, so they don't really. They don't get a check. Ain't no retirement from.
I was gonna say I don't think the checks are that much.
And they ain't
like
no
it's
Social
nothing
Security.
to live off of, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, and then more recently in the news, they have Drea Michelle and Jalen Green, which they're just a couple. They're not married.
Mm-mm.
But Drea is 39 and Jalen is 22.
Girl.
So that's interesting.
She was at the high school fence looking over like that's
Girl,
right.
shut up. And a lot of go ahead.
No, she just stated that she doesn't want to have a relationship with him. Like I just read that somewhere. Like she stated that she doesn't want to have a relationship with him. She just wants a baby.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, she got what she wanted.
I mean, yeah. But I'm surprised she just like I guess came out and said that.
Why? All right. Is anybody going to treat her
I just feel like she hasn't always been very
forward,
vocal in terms of like what's going on in her relationships or why she's in her relationships. Or maybe that's just me. Maybe I just don't keep up with it.
I don't know.
Anyways, Drea 39, Jalen 22, and congratulations to Drea because she's expecting.
Yeah.
Joy Chavez.
Mm-hmm.
Is her name Joy or Joy?
I was saying Joy. Oh, was I saying
Joy?
Joey? Girl, you know who
Or
you
Joy?
is. Joy.
Joy or Joy?
Who's the other person in the story?
She's 35 and her boyfriend is Trayvon Diggs. He's 25, so they have a 10-year age gap.
Yeah.
And then last one, Marcus Houston and his wife.
Girl,
I don't know. I didn't write down their ages though.
I have it. Hold on.
Oh, not you got it.
Because Marcus Houston, that is like a whole nother rabbit hole that I don't even want to go down. The
Why we
whole
not
thing
gonna
with
go
him
down
is they got married when she was 18, like right at 18. And Marcus Houston, let's see, Marcus Houston is 41 and his wife is 22. So that's a 19-year age gap. And they got married when she turned 18. So that means you had to have been dating this girl while she was underage. And then because it just doesn't make sense. Like right when she turned 18, oh yeah, I met her. And then a month later, we're going to get married. No.
Yeah.
No, you've been
Y'all
dating
been
this girl.
talking.
You've been talking to this girl. They went to the same church. I feel like people hide things behind religion.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's supposed to be so it's better because we met in church. Get out of here.
Yeah.
So now she's like having a baby. And like I feel like when you're that young and you have to get somebody, like if you're older, a man, and you have to get somebody that's so young, I feel like it's because the women that's your age can see through your bull, and you need somebody younger to like you can manipulate them, or they don't know better.
Yeah.
So you can like kind of guide them in the way that you want them to be. Like she's 18. How many people could she have dated? How many people could she have? I mean, you could have a lot of people, you have a lot of sex with a lot of people, but I feel like she doesn't know what's out there. And before she can figure it out, you locked her down.
Yeah.
That's just creepy to me.
Yeah.
Because even with my situation, like once you get older, you be like, this is lame. Like,
because I feel like even, and we got to hear about your situation too. I have a story to tell as well, but I feel like all right, being gracious. You found this girl, you love this girl, but you still, as a 41-year-old man, know that she's only 18. So you know that there's so much that she has not experienced in life. You know yourself how much you change, let's just say between the age of 18 and 22 even. Mm-hmm. Like, you know how much you change, you know how much your mindset may shift, stuff like that. So it's like, I feel like if you really love her, you would even give her a little time to like just live before jumping to marriage at 18 years old.
Yeah.
And I don't know. That's just my take. Like, I just feel like that's so early for, even if they were the same age, I still feel like 18 is
young.
It's young just to be married. So like, even outside of his age,
you can even drink at your wedding.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, what?
Like, even outside of his age, which
your big age of 40.
Yeah. Like, even if they were both 18, I still feel like that's very young to get married. And not saying you don't have like some couples that make it. But again, I just feel like it's so much that you just haven't experienced with life. You don't know about life. Like, I mean, I don't know her. So like, I don't know where she's from. Is she a small town girl? Is she a big town girl? Like, has she traveled? Like, I don't know any of that. But I just feel like you need to have those life experiences, at least some of them, before jumping into like a marriage.
And like at 18, his ass was immature. He was doing tours, enjoying life on TV, figuring out what, like, he grew up so much quicker than she did because he had to be put in those grown up situations. Not saying, I mean, I hope he did it with not that back in the game. Allegedly.
I can't stay.
But like, you know, he had to put his career caused him to grow up faster and experience stuff that this young lady probably will never experience. And she's 18. She's probably been living at home her whole life. And at 18, or even as a teenager, you can only do so much. But if your parents are constantly bringing you to church and you have this person that's preying on you, you only know what you know. Like I said, rabbit hole, don't want to go down it. Yeah. Marcus Houston, gross.
So I have dated an older guy. I was probably like 26, 27 when I dated the older guy. I don't remember our exact age gap, but I do remember it was between like 10 and 13 years.
Okay. That's a big age gap.
Yeah. Ponytail.
I know.
Oh.
You know what? I was thinking, I was like, if he ever listens to this, he'll be like, I'm ponytail.
He gonna know he ponytail. Ponytail was fine though. He's a good looking older man.
Yeah, I knew who you was talking about though.
Yeah. But yeah, it actually was for me an enjoyable experience. Cause like, I don't know, we just seem to be on the same wavelength a little bit. Like, we got to have fun together.
Maybe you were a mature 26.
Yeah, I would say that. I have a lot of people who have, especially when I was in like my younger to mid 20s, always be like, oh, you're so mature for your age. But no, it was cool. You know, we would do stuff.
See, my situation was a little bit different. So I dated an older guy. I dated an older guy, but I was way younger. I think I was like 15 or 16, and he was like 25. Was he 25? He was like, no, he was 22. He was still older than me, right? So it wasn't a complete 10 year. Now that I'm thinking about it, it was like he probably was like 22. Anyway, long story short, his ass was older than me. And when you're young, you know, you're thinking about, oh my God, it's the older guy. It's so cool. Like, he likes me. But the red flags that you notice when you get older, like, sir, we met at the job that we work at. Why are you working with me and I'm 15 and you're 20 something? And then,
where y'all was working at Blue Bayou? That's a water park out here for
Yeah, if you guys don't
people
know,
that
it's a little
Let
water
me find
park.
out he was working at Blue Bayou.
No, I am not going to say where we worked at together, but just know that we worked together.
Oh
And
man.
you know, I thought it was fun, but then it just was getting weird because his parents have a 10-year age gap. So what we were doing, he didn't feel like nothing was wrong with it. But it was like you wanted to be my parents and stuff, and that's not happening.
Yeah.
So I was like, you getting a little too close, so let me just back off. And then it all set in when we started going to college together, and he was still in college, and I was like, why are you still here if I'm still here? And it's just, you started
It
noticing.
took you a few years to get to college. Wow.
Yeah. So you start noticing things like that really wasn't cool. Like, it's weird. It's weird. Anyway, yeah. So from a teenage aspect of it, it was fun. From an adult aspect of it, it was weird.
Yeah.
Would not recommend. 0 out of 10. Don't do it again.
Dang.
And you know what? Like I said before, it all falls into that. If you're a guy, if you have to have that big of an age gap, like, what does that really say about you as a person? Like, why can't you resonate with people that's your same age?
No, some men are like that. Like, I know a man that will not date anybody his age.
I wonder why. Why?
I don't know, but I think he has control issues.
That's yeah.
I think he likes women that he can manipulate and mold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really think it boils down to that, because, like, granted, he's like at least 10 years older than me, but like the way that he talks about just like women in general, like, I'm like, bruh, something off with you. Like, and he will go for the younger girl. Like, I think one of his baby mamas is the same age as his daughter, or close to her age.
Wow.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know. And for me, I think it's something around like control and manipulation. Because I remember, like, he even in a conversation one time, I don't know, just some of the things he said has been like off.
So I kind of wrote down some reasons why people will probably date younger and older. So the biggest thing is the thing that I have is ego. Like, a man or a woman in that case would always like to have some arm candy, right? Like, if I'm a certain age and you see me with this young person, like, damn, what's she doing or what he doing to pull this person? So with a man, you automatically think that he got money.
Yeah.
Right. For a woman, it's kind of different. Like, what is she doing? And that kind of falls in line with the social stigma. Like, it's kind of more acceptable for a man to be seen with a younger girl. And then when you see a woman with an older man, with a younger man, it's kind of like, it's cougar. Like, it's always a negative thing. Like with the whole Drea situation, like, people are kind of like looking at it like, damn, she is, but damn, like, she got this young man. But if it was tables turning, you wouldn't even bat an eye at it, right?
Would not bat an
eye.
Or might be like, oh, he got that 22-year-old pregnant, but then people will move on. Next. And that's why I don't support when like all these people are going in on her, because I'm just like, if the roles were reversed.
And who's to say he didn't pursue her? He could have pursued her. And these young boys, these young bucks, they don't care.
I have some stories. So I feel like I've had, since I've been single, a bunch of younger guys like approaching me and coming at me and stuff. And I just be like, baby, how old are you?
Now, it's a difference if they young and ain't got their shit together. But if you're young and you on a track and you got the right mind, and I can see us talking on an intellectual level, then there's nothing wrong with that. But if you young out here, you living with your mama and you got like 3 or 4 different baby mamas and you don't know what you're doing, like, sir, this is not going to work for me.
Yeah. But I also think, like, too, and maybe it's just me, like, there's a difference between like, oh, I just want like some arm candy for the weekend, and like, no, I'm taking this 22-year-old seriously and trying to start like a family with him, right?
All right, Stella.
Huh?
I
Oh,
said, okay,
look,
Stella.
whoa, I'm not saying that for me. I'm just saying like in general.
Yeah. But even Winston has something going on, right?
Huh?
Even Winston has something going on. Like she ain't just taken from Jamaica.
Winston.
From off of Stella.
Oh, girl.
Oh my God. Keep it going.
Yeah,
Even
my bad.
Winston has something going on.
Yeah. Dang.
So another reason to date younger is for sex. I mean, let's just keep it real.
Yeah.
It's for the sex. And women, as we get older, our sex drive is through the roof because I'm going through that phase in life like,
Are you?
yeah. What is it, like 35? So our sex drive is building, it's getting higher, it's getting, so when we're at our peak, men are usually going down.
Yeah.
So I can see why a woman would want to date somebody that's younger for the sexual. And a man, it's not all men that lose their sex drive. There are a lot of, like I said, them fine men, that's what you say, them brothers that's on TikTok, the older men, like the older men that I like versus the older men that want me. We have to find them. Them brothers look good. Like, whatever. But them
ain't the kind you see though.
Them ain't the kind
you be the one. You see the ones in Walmart that be like, "Why you not smiling, pretty?" Because you spoke to me, you just ruined my. I'm just playing.
I told you we walk around like Nicki Minaj.
Right?
Do you want me to smile like this? Like no, but like so men, they want better sex. Like a younger woman is going to probably give you better sex than an older woman or a woman your age. So that might be the biggest thing for them. Desire to relive their youth. So if you get somebody that's older or kind of like your age, you're at the same starting pace. With somebody that's younger, they want to go out, they want to go have fun, they want to go out to eat, they want to mingle, they want to be with friends, they want to try new activities, travel. So I can definitely see that, because the older you get more settled. Like, I don't want to do this, maybe this hurt, and I got this coming up, my grandkids are around, I can't, like, you're stuck in a sense.
Yeah, but I also think it's like a mindset thing too. Like, because there was this lovely older couple I had dinner next to a couple weeks ago. Shorty was fly. I don't know exactly how old they were, but like they were completely grayed out. So I'm assuming they were like at least in their like late 50s, early 60s. But like she was vibrant. She had a little Wayne purse, girl, bedazzled. She was just very high energy. She was making jokes. Like, so I think it's a lot of times I feel like society is like, oh, like, when you get older, you have these things and you got to lose all this stuff. But it's like, I think it just really depends on the person. Yeah, the person and how you choose to show up.
Your person, it depends on a person, the lifestyle, right? Because if you drinking and smoking your entire 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s, by 60, you ain't working no good.
Yeah.
Like, you have people that constantly keep moving. And that's the thing with a lot of older people that I've talked to, they have to keep moving. Like, you have to keep moving, because if you stop, I mean, that's when everything starts hurting and breaking down. So
one of my exes, his grandmother, I was like, I want to be her when I get like in my 70s and 80s. Like, she was going on cruises by herself to Greece. Like, she was living.
She fancy.
Yes, in her 70s. Like, oh, I'm going on a 15-day cruise here and this and that. That's why I was like, I think it just really like depends on the person and their mindset. Because you can also have a young person.
Yeah.
That's boring as hell and just want to stay in the house.
Yeah.
I be want to stay in the house too, yo. So that's no judgment. But I feel like I be lit in the house.
And you know what? It's different. Well, I like be lit in the house. I like that. So I like to be lit in the house, but I also like to go out. But my husband is more of a stay in the house type of person. But if I want to go out, he's like, oh, you could, go with your friends, have fun, stuff like that. So it's like a balance.
Yeah.
But like you said, you can have an older couple that loves to do everything, that loves life, and you can have a younger couple that just doesn't do anything. Yeah. So I think that kind of goes both ways. Another reason to want to date younger is, like you said before, control. Like if you get with somebody that doesn't know a lot, doesn't know life, haven't had those experiences, then you can kind of mold them to what they need to think or how they think. Like they start thinking like you because you implant those little thoughts into their mind, right? That's the really one of the biggest reasons why I feel like a lot of people date younger, because if I date younger, then you're not as established as me. So I may be the breadwinner, right?
Mhm.
So I'm giving you money or taking care of you. So why you ask me these questions? And honestly, not to get off subject, but I seen something about Kanye West and his new wife, whatever her name is. Like, I don't know if y'all saw the pictures, but like how she dresses when they're out is very weird. It gives like he's trying to control her type of situation. Like, I don't know if it's like an embarrassment thing or like you're with me for the money, so I'm gonna make you, dress a certain way. And they have people
How did she dress before Kanye?
I don't know, but I can see Kanye, I can see Kanye, suggest, because he had a strong influence on Kim's appearance, like what she wore, even like the color of her hair and stuff like that. Like that's why when they weren't together, like she dyed her hair blonde because he didn't like her blonde hair.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's like I can see him, like, because he even wears weird shit, like with the padding and I don't know, it's just very weird. So control is a big factor when you date somebody that's older and or younger. You had something with control?
Oh, I was gonna say, so I've had men in conversations literally be like, oh yeah, I'm looking for a woman like from this age to this age, because once they get past, I'm making this up, I don't remember the exact age they said, but like once they got past that certain age, the man felt like, oh, they've been through too much, you can't tell them nothing. Like it's that type of stuff. And it's like, sir, you don't realize that that's control. You're basically saying because she not gonna fall for your bullshit,
right? I don't want her.
You don't want her. She's too old and wise. Like that is essentially what you're saying with the whole like,
too ripe
oh,
for you, my boy.
they're scarred or this and that. It's like, no.
But you're categorizing all women in this little mindset that you have.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But I feel like a lot of people sadly think that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. So reasons to date older. I have maturity level, because I don't know. And I feel like that's going up and up. Like you got to be 45 to be mature these days, because either 45 or you have to been through some stuff for you to be mature, because people don't take nothing serious.
Yeah.
Like I don't get it. Like whatever. Finances. And like I said, that goes both ways. I would rather settle down with somebody who has their finances in order, because at the end of the day, like you can help me, I can help you. You can take care of me.
Teach me.
Teach me.
What do I need to invest my money, Dad?
Yes. Like how do I get these coins up, my boy? What are you doing? How can you help me? And I feel like I heard this quote before, like you never want to be the smartest person in the room.
Yeah.
You always want to learn something from the people around you to elevate yourself. And even that goes into relationships. Like, how can you help me? How can we help each other? How can we make this relationship grow on all levels? So finances is a big way, or one way why you would want to date older. Somebody who's accomplished or settled. So depending on what you're looking for in a partner, some people don't want to go out and do all this other stuff. So I'm gonna give me somebody who's older, like to chill. We go out to eat, blase, and that's that. And that falls into stability. Somebody who knows what they want, and then life experiences. Okay. So that's what I got.
I can see all of those. I have some stats.
Okay, give them to me.
Give them to you? Okay. Let's see. So didn't do any of this research myself, right? Just pulling from studies.
I mean, that's what Google's for, right?
Right. But according to getnux.com, it says that the average age difference between heterosexual couples in the United States is 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, that's about right.
With the man typically being older. That sounds right.
Right.
It said marriages where there is at least a 10-year age gap are much less likely to last, as evidenced by their high divorce rate of 95%.
Damn.
So if that means if you marry somebody 10 years older than you,
you are more than a 50% chance to get a divorce.
A 95% chance.
That's bananas. Yeah, better not spend all that money on them weddings then.
Listen. And that was honestly part of like my hesitancy with dating older men. Not so much as like I was like, oh, it's going to end in divorce. Not like that, but I just wondered how that would be, because it's like, okay, it's all fine and dandy when we like, I don't know, say 45 and under, but like when your body starts changing, when you start breaking down, you can't keep up with me, because like when you think 10 plus years, like I just think about how different your bodies like will be. And
I mean, 10 years ago, right? I had my first night hot flash. Like 25 is when shit went left, because I started getting like night sweats, night flashes, hot flashes. Like my knees started hurting more.
Not and that knees, was friend.
These knees. Like we done served our time, ma'am.
Not they served their time.
Let us go. But like 10 years is a big thing. And of course you make your vows for better, for worse, sickness and health. But a lot of women or a lot of men ain't signed up for changing no diapers. Yeah. So if we got a 30-year age difference, sir, you're 80. I'm in my young 50s.
Yeah.
I'm not changing your diaper. Let me put you in this living assistance home.
Girl, listen.
And I'm gonna roll up out of here. But it's like, seriously, like you don't, like you want to be. And there are many couples that like push through it. Like, you know, situations happen, and it don't even have to be an age difference. It just could be a life experience that has happened, and you have to be there for your person. I would hope that my person will be there for me and I will be there for them. But like, stuff happens, right? And just thinking from an age perspective, like, yeah.
And by the way, these vary country to country. Keep that in mind. But according to an article from the NY Post, based on research from Bumble, like the dating app, it says that age gap relationships are expected to surge in 2024.
I wonder why.
I don't know. And they call them cross-generational or gen blend relationships,
because people are coming out this 2024 recession and mother is broke. So I'm gonna go with this older guy or woman that's gonna help me, or that could be sugar babies. It definitely could be sugar babies.
63% of people, according to Bumble's research, say that age is not a defining factor in dating. 59% of women are open to dating someone younger than them.
I'm open, but it really has to be the right person.
Yeah. And I wonder, like, what defines dating? Is it, like you said, sex that these women are open to? Or is it like, are they seriously trying to have a relationship? But then their age comes into play too, right? Because it's like, okay, you 30 dating a 28-year-old. Might be a little different.
But that other person, the younger person, they have to have that same mindset too. Like y'all have to be on the same page of what is dating.
Yeah. It says nearly 4 in 10, or about 49%, had previously dated someone with an age difference of 10 plus years. Men are more likely to have dated someone 10 plus years younger than them compared to women. Which isn't shocking. I think that goes in line with what you've been talking about.
No, because you will find a 75, 60-year-old man with his shirt half open with a heart replacement scar than a
Girl, not a heart
with a
replacement.
25-year-old woman on the side. Like that's not. You wouldn't even bat an eye. Wouldn't bat an eye.
Wouldn't. And it says, meanwhile, women are more likely to have dated someone 10 plus years older than them compared to men. It also says that a majority, 55%, believe it's more socially acceptable for a man to date someone 10 plus years younger than him than it is for a woman to date someone 10 plus years younger than her.
Usually you have some women that are kind of like really open-minded, like, girl, do you? But then you have some women that's kind of like, what you doing with that little boy?
Yeah.
But a man, on the other hand, would be like, oh boy, give me a high five, blah, blah, blah. Like,
yeah. Oh, she bad, bro. Where you get her from?
Yeah. No, y'all backs probably be breaking and cracking and all the rest of that if y'all doing all that shit. Look, go ahead.
So yeah, I just found those like interesting.
It is very interesting. I wish my daddy would come home. If something was to happen to my mom and my daddy came home with somebody my age, that whole gotta go.
Or younger.
Anyways, so yeah, you guys tell me what you think about age differences, age gaps. Would you date somebody older? Would you date somebody younger? Are you dating somebody older?
Right. I was gonna say, I want stories. Give us the juicy stuff.
Tell us, like, what are your challenges? Do you have challenges? You know, do you see 30, 40, 50 years down the line, will you be changing diapers? Oh, will you hire somebody to do it for you?
Or will you be the cougar and get your diaper changed?
Oh, man.
By your husband.
Oh, God.
Who 30 years
Oh, God. Please let us know in the discussion board on Instagram or on TikTok. Make sure that you guys follow us on YouTube for the visuals if you haven't already. And also make sure to go on our Patreon. We will see you guys next week for another episode of Sis and Giggles. Anything else, Karen?
Toodaloo.
Bye.